This is the $10 billion SpaceX Starship built in Lego. It's almost as tall as me. And this is a $500 million super yacht built in Lego. It literally has a roller coaster on the side of it. I'm gonna be building some of the most expensive vehicles on Earth in Lego. But we're gonna start with a $1 car. And while I'm building this $1 car, I want to introduce you to Jeffrey Brickman III. Or you can just call him Jeff for short. Now, Jeff is a very, very rich minifigure. Because he wanted Mr. Beast's last to keep hand on Tesla wins all of Elon Musk's money challenge. Hey, wait, I didn't sign up for this. Now, his pet deer named Dave somehow got stuck on the moon. Don't ask me how. And he really wants to save him and bring him back home. The only problem is he can only spend a certain amount of money each day. So for day one, he could only spend $1. That's why he bought this $1 junkyard car. I used transparent pieces to make a broken glass windshield. It only has one wheel. Hey, but at least the steering wheel spins, right? Jeff popped into the car and drove to his house. Very, very slowly. And while Jeff is on his way, I'm gonna build his house. Jeff lives in this very nice A-frame cabin, and Jeff finally made it just before his car died. Well, doesn't look like we're gonna be needing that car anymore. It was starting to get late, so Jeff walked into his house, walked up the stairs, and jumped in his bed. And Jeff fell asleep. And now Jeff was energized and ready to go save his pet deer. For day two, he could spend $100. So he bought a red bike. He hopped on the bike and set off to save Dave the deer off the moon. Jeff traveled far and wide trying to find something very specific. He was trying to find a ramp. Jeff backed up a bit, and then with all of his power, he pedaled as fast as he could, going straight up the ramp. He flew through the air thinking he was gonna make it to the moon. Yeah, that wasn't really the smartest idea, and now the bicycle broke. I moved the bicycle and the ramp, and while Jeff is laying there pretty much sleeping, I'm gonna build the $10,000 car. And here's the car all built. It has some pretty nice headlights, some small black wheels, and a transparent blue windshield. So Jeff hopped into his new car and drove all day and all night to get to the next vehicle. The next vehicle came down in a mystery box, and it is a $100,000 custom Lego Tesla. I think it looks a lot better than Jeff's small $10,000 car. You can take off the windshield, revealing the inside, and it has space to fit 2 minifigures in it. Jeff really liked the new Tesla, so he decided to blow up his old car with TNT. Just like you should blow up the subscribe button. Also, I just want to say thank you to everyone that helped us pass McDonald's and subscribers. Jeff hopped into the $100,000 Tesla, and he drove off with it. Hey, wait, where are you taking my Tesla? No, first of all, my money is gone, and now my Tesla's been stolen. I need to call the AI cops. Yeah, someone stole my Tesla. Now Jeff had a real problem. A completely autopilot police car was now chasing after Jeff. So Jeff had to get away from the police car somehow. He tried to quickly make a U-turn, but the police car followed him. Jeff just kept driving, trying to get away from the police car, but the police car would not stop chasing him. That's when Jeff had an idea. Okay, I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm serious. He blew up the Tesla. The police car approached the destroyed Tesla, and he didn't see Jeff in sight. So the police car drove away. But Jeff was right behind the destroyed Tesla. Now, because he destroyed the Tesla, he needs to walk to the next vehicle. And now it was getting pretty late again, so he put down a crafting table, built a bed, went to sleep, woke back up, and continued on his journey. Jeff finally made it to the next vehicle, the $250,000 Disneyland train. The train has 4 sections, being the front engine, the coal cart, the passenger cart, and the caboose. Oh boy! There's a bunch of seating in the passenger cart for all these minifigures to sit in. And the wall to the caboose can open to see what's inside and what is happening in here. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. Now, Jeff needs the train to drive to the next vehicle, but the only person standing in his way is Mickey Mouse. So he had to come up with a very thought out plan to take the train for himself. That's when he had an idea. He would have to quickly run to the back of the train without anyone noticing. Then he would have to climb up to the top of the caboose, run across the top of the entire train, rip open the top of the train, grab Mickey, chuck him to who knows where, and take control of the train. Woo! I want to go get a sandwich. I'll be right back. Or he just left. That's easier. So Jeff hopped into the front of the train, and Jeff peacefully drove the train away. Until he completely drove off the track. I think Jeff went a little crazy. We got a runaway train. He drove the train until he crashed right into the next vehicle. So I'm gonna quickly clean up the train. Now we can drop our next vehicle onto Jeff, which is the $1 million Lamborghini Countach. I hope I pronounced that right. But do you know what doesn't cost $1 million? Our new epic MB merch. Just go to shopmbmerch.com or go check it out, link in the description. So let's rip this thing open and get to building. I attached the 4 wheels, and then the $1 million Lamborghini was built. This thing looks really clean and has some really nice details. Now Jeff had to take the Lamborghini from the driver. Hey, you won't hurt me, right? Right? Oh, okay, you can have it. I'm gonna call the cops. Yeah, a guy in an orange shirt stole my Lamborghini. Then some dude in a different vehicle approached him. Hey, you wanna race? Jeff just stared at him really weird. I'm gonna say that was a yes. So I guess Jeff raced him. They raced for a while until the cops pulled up again. Stop your vehicle now. Oh, I guess it's time for me to dip. And the police chased Jeff once again, until Jeff made it to the next vehicle. I attached the parts together to build the $10 million Lego tank. The police car was still chasing after him, so Jeff hopped into the tank, drove over to the police car, locked on him, and blew up the police car. So Jeff quickly decided to run away as fast as possible. And just for fun, he ran over the Lamborghini. Jeff drove the tank for a while all the way to the next vehicle, which was a $100 million custom Lego fighter jet. These vehicles are starting to get very expensive. Jeff got out of his tank and climbed into the fighter jet, and he flew off into the sky. Until Jeff had, yet again, another problem. I heard someone called for Batman. And Captain Green? Oh yeah, I forgot you were here. Let's take out this orange shirt guy. Someone called for Batman to take down Jeff, so Batman and Captain Green chased Jeff in their Batwing. And the Batwing started shooting at Jeff's jet, but they missed. But while Jeff was being chased, he noticed a commercial airplane flying nearby. So Jeff knew exactly what to do. He's dropping down. Chase after him. Wait, no. Pull up. Well, I guess he's gone. We got him. Actually, they didn't get him because Jeff jumped onto the commercial airplane. And actually, this $200 million commercial airplane is our next vehicle. Jeff had to quickly get into the plane so he wouldn't fly off. Jeff opened the door and fell right inside. And the top of the plane can come off to see the inside. There's some seats for minifigures to sit in, a spot to hold luggage, a snack cart, and a little bathroom with a very cursed looking figure. Here's the inside of the bathroom with a toilet, some toilet paper, and a sink. And the front of the plane can come off to see where the pilot sits. And you can see all of the controls to fly the plane. So Jeff just decided to sit down and relax a bit from all the people chasing him. And we have landed at our destination, so everyone off. They landed right next to the ocean where our next vehicle is. And it is the $500 million super yacht. It has 4 different levels. It also has a table and a nice chair in the back, and there's a boombox to jam to some music. There's a mini water slide that goes right into the ocean, and it literally has a roller coaster on the side of it. The yacht has some really nice transparent blue railing, and it just looks really cool in general. The only problem is it's pretty empty. So let's fix that by putting furniture in it. Starting off at the bottom level. First I put a mini bar and some chairs and some drinks on it. On the other side I built a mini kitchen with a stove and a mini fridge with a drink inside. Then I put down a slushie machine and a nice comfy couch. And then for the rest of the space at the bottom floor, I thought it would be cool to build a mini skate park. And then I put some tiling on the floor and I added these blue rails, and now we just need Jeff on a skateboard and he can do some cool tricks in the skate park. The bottom floor is done, so let's go on to the second floor.
Hello there.
The second floor is done, so let's go on to the third floor. On the third floor, I put the controls and the steering wheel to drive the super yacht. I'm also gonna make the third floor Jeff's bedroom, so I put down a bed in the corner. I also added a glass enclosure with a chameleon in it. And to the right of that, I put Jeff's safe, where he keeps all of his money. On the other side of the room, I built a bookshelf, a little stand with some of Jeff's trophies, and a toilet that actually flushes. And with the third floor complete, we can go to the top level. The final level already has a palm tree on top of it, but I wanted to add a table and some chairs around it. And now Jeff can set sail to the next vehicle. After traveling in the water for a while, he made it to the $1 billion Lego vehicle. It is the Saturn V rocket. And while I'm putting the pieces together, Jeff jumped off the yacht, and here is the Saturn V rocket all built. And it is really tall. In fact, it is the second tallest Lego set ever, coming in at just under 38 inches. It is a really cool model of the Saturn V rocket. Jeff is gonna jump into the rocket, and now he's gonna try to save Dave the Deer off the moon with the rocket. 3, 2, 1, lift off. And the rocket blasted off straight up into the air. It was headed right for the moon. The only problem is Jeff didn't check the engines to make sure they were working properly. And it crashed down on the ground, blowing up. That rocket was a fail, so he needs to find another rocket, but the only one he knows of is pretty far away. So that means we're going to need another vehicle to get to the next rocket. And that vehicle that is going to help us get to the rocket is the $3 billion Lego Concorde set. So let's quickly speed build the set. and the $3 billion Lego Concorde is complete. This set is absolutely massive. It has huge wings, some jet engines on the back, and the front of the Concorde can bend down, which the real $3 billion Concorde does also. The middle part of the Concorde can open to see the inside. In it, there are tons of chairs and 2 bathrooms with mini toilets. At the back of the Concorde, if you spin this knob, the landing gear comes out. Now Jeff hopped into the Concorde, turned it a little bit, and then flew off. And he flew through the air for a while to get to the final vehicle. Once he got to the right spot, he landed the Concorde, and Jeff had made it to the final vehicle, the $10 billion SpaceX Starship. It is very tall. Jeff jumped out of the Concorde and walked over to the Starship, and that means I can move the Concorde out of the way. Just for comparison, this is it right next to the Saturn V, which is the second tallest Lego set. And as you can see, it's way taller, at about 50 inches tall. Now Jeff got into the Starship. Hey wait, don't take my Starship. No, please don't take it. But it was too late. Alright, calling all the AI cops. Someone stole my Starship. The Starship blasted through the air going straight to the moon. Then the Starship detached from the giant booster at the bottom, and the booster landed safely back to the ground. And Jeff took the rest of the Starship to finally save Dave the Deer. Jeff could see the moon and Dave the Deer. He flew right towards it and he landed right here. And Jeff finally made it to the moon. So Jeff picked up Dave the Deer and jumped right back into the Starship, and the Starship launched back to Earth. And it safely landed right next to the booster. And it has successfully landed back down on Earth. And Jeff was successful in saving Dave the Deer off the moon. Mostly. After all that hard work, Dave the Deer literally just ran away. And Jeff was arrested and put into a high security prison because he technically committed a lot of illegal war crimes. So I guess it actually kind of makes sense that he gets arrested. But I think Jeff has other plans. Now you should watch this video where I built Lego sets in the dumbest ways possible. It is definitely one of our funniest videos.